Hello and welcome. We are starting this broadcast with a story coming in from Australia. A massive blaze has engulfed a seven-storey building in central Sydney. More than 100 firefighters are battling the towering flames and thick smoke from the multi-storey building. Now, according to the emergency services, more than 20 trucks have been deployed to contain and extinguish the blaze. Officials say that at least one nearby vehicle has been destroyed by the fire. The fire services have urged the public to avoid the area as the firefighting operations continue. Light rail services near the blaze have also been suspended until further notice. A spokesperson for the New South Wales Police said that there were currently no reports of injuries.
I was in Canada. They actually made me go back and forth to bring people.
When the Darling Harbour one collapsed, it was like that. It collapsed.
Now, for more on this, our correspondent Siddhant Sybil is joining us live from Sydney. Hello to you, Siddhant. What are the latest details that you have for us on this inferno?
Well, Alison, I'm standing right now at the spot where the fire has broken. In fact, a number of firefighters are battling the fire. Even a number of fire tenders have reached the location. A lot of police presence as well, even as the people who were present, the normal people in the city moving around in this location have been asked to move from this place. Let me show you some of the visuals on the ground. These are the visuals. You can see the entire area now has been cordoned off, and there is a huge presence of the security here. And as we were talking about that there has been thick smoke coming from this seven-storey blaze in central Sydney, and there is a warning that it might spread to other buildings as well. The building, it's believed to have started to collapse as well, as the inferno is beginning to spread to several other neighboring areas as well. The focus, of course, is to make sure that there is no loss of life, and of course when it comes to material damage, it looks like there could be a major material damage, but the focus, of course, of the authorities is to make sure that the fire is doused. I can again take you back to the same location, can I ask my camera person to also show the other parts of this area as well, where of course there is a certain level of the authorities trying to make sure that there is no untoward incident. But if you can see on the ground, there's a lot of water as well, because there were a number of fire tenders who were present here as well just a short while ago, and more have reached, as you can see on your television screens. But essentially approximately 2 hours ago, there were these fire tenders moving around the city. We could hear the noise, but essentially at that time it was not known that what has happened. But now it is clear that this seven-storey building saw the inferno, and focus is that the fire can be doused. Let me go back again with my camera person to show you the situation on the ground. Would you like to speak to us? There are some of the people who are here. Do you know exactly what happened here?
I don't know precisely, but it was an abandoned place, and I live in the area. I live like 5 minutes walk from here, and yeah, I hope that something happens. Some goodness comes out of this. Yes.
How busy is this area usually?
I think it's certainly busy, given that the central station is like literally there, the entrance. So yes, it'll be interesting to see. This is like a crucial point in the CBD area in some ways. So yes.
And you stay in this area?
Yeah, I would say I stay perhaps 5 minutes walk from here. A lot of the trains in the morning, people will come out and exit around here and catch the light rail, etc. It's traditionally a quiet part of town as well during the weekend, etc. So yes.
And how did you got to know what had happened here?
It's hard to say. I guess a friend sent a photo first, and I thought it was just from online, but then I saw the news alert So yes, but it's interesting. It's interesting.
And what do you think about the people who are living in that neighboring building? Because there is a fear now that the fire might spread to other parts of the neighborhood as well.
True. I mean, that's a good point, and I guess we will just have to wait and see. It is heavily populated on that side. There's a small business district, business park here, and yes, it's just yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got your point.
I think I must say though that this city has been very proud to host the great Modi this week, and so I hope that I just wanted to send some positive thoughts about that, and I hope that this doesn't distract from that.
So clearly, of course, we know that last 2 days have been a busy days for the city, but essentially what has happened right now is the focus. I expect more media personnel to arrive here at the location as well, but essentially the focus of the authorities on the ground is to make sure that the fire can be doused, even as the entire area has been lit up by the lights of the fire tenders, and the area has been blocked as well. If you can see behind me, only fire tenders are being allowed, and this is a busy area because the central station is just nearby, and of course a lot of people use that on a daily basis. But essentially now on the ground the focus is how the situation can be normalized as soon as possible.
Absolutely, Siddhant. And can you take us through what rescue operations are currently underway? No reports of any injuries yet. What are the things that you are seeing on the ground?
Well, on the ground, I can tell you that the authorities are making sure that the fire doesn't spread, and of course there are many onlookers here who are of course shocked and surprised over this development. But obviously this is a city, of course, with a lot of people, and they will be of course worried about the situation on the ground. Let me try to speak to other people. Sir, would you like to speak to us over the situation here? Okay, so many are not keen right now, but essentially the focus right now of the authorities is to make sure that the fire can be doused. And if my camera person can again show you on the ground, there's a lot of water you can see on the ground. That's primarily because there have been several attempts to douse the fire, which started earlier in the day, and now there are other people who have come as well. Focus, of course, is to make sure that the fire can be doused as early as possible. The focus, of course, is to make sure that the fire is doused. Would you like to speak to us what exactly happened here exactly?
Actually, I'm also not sure.
Yeah. So what exactly happened? Can you come here, sir?
That's just the news that heard that the fire happens in that building, but but still the police guys are not aware, or they are not sure like how many people are inside the building or what happened exactly. So that's the final what the matter is happened, that's still not come out from the police side as well, or in the news I can see. So but now it looks like everything is okay, and no major people were inside the building, so no human perspective of harm is happening, but the entire building was collapsed, and it's gonna hold the fires from last 3 hours continuously.
Last 3 hours. How busy is this area, if you can talk about that of Sydney?
See, especially this area, and this is the central station, and that's the train is running between the through all the NSW lines. So between the 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, it's completely a busy stations. Like almost no any space is left in if you come in at 4 o'clock. Major people are, even hospitals are there, colleges are there, and employees are working inside the buildings, in the corporate buildings. So there are a lot of traffic is going on this time, 4 to 7 o'clock, and when this happens accidentally on around 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, that the time the station was completely full. It's a good that's not happening.
So how did you got to know about this fire which broke out in the
because
city?
I'm working just near to this place. Is 100 meter, and we start the flame is coming up, and then we open the news, and then we come to know like it's very nearer to my place. So that's the reason I came before 2 hours as well to visit over here. So that's the situation was very dangerous, but now it's stable. that all the teams, co-workers have been concluded. Now it's a stable situation.
So it looks like the situation is stabilizing as the time passes, but the authorities are leaving no stone unturned when it comes to making sure that the fire can be doused, commotion can be seen around. But of course, authorities are making sure that the people stay away, and there are a number of fire tenders who are present here. Back to you in the studio.
Absolutely. Thank you, Siddhan, for bringing us all the latest coming out of Sydney there with that terrible fire.